Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever the fuck time it may be. Hello! Welcome back for episode 2 of the Sanch Ranch podcast. It's been a hot minute. It's been kind of hard to get a group together to podcast, but we're here now. I will preface now, while we're early into this, there will be minimal sports talk. So for those of you that don't like listening to a podcast simply about sports, this is the episode for you if you want to give it a listen. Sit back, kick your legs up, get a thing of popcorn, grab your favorite dog, get a drink, whatever the fuck you do to get comfortable, and let's get right into this. First up, introduce our guests. We got the boy, Roperti, back again.
Yo, what's up?
And now, two first-time guests to the show. We got Zolan.
Newbies.
It is an honor to be here.
And we got Daniel.
It's your boy.
Skinny penis. All right. I feel like I should preface too. The first episode we had like a rough outline to go off of. We had like March Madness. You know, we knew the matchups that we were gonna go over from there. We have nothing here. I have thought up nothing. I have a single question. Just off the cuff. We're just fucking rolling with it. So, how's everyone's day going?
I'm doing fantastic.
Good shit.
Yeah,
good shit.
it's not too bad. I can't complain.
It's a good day.
Very
to be a
busy.
Friday.
Very, very busy, but you know, we're making it through the day.
Yeah, were you as busy as yesterday though? Because your dad had you fucking hauling ass
Dude,
around
I know. I'm working tomorrow. I'm gonna be working tomorrow too for him, but no, today's just homework and stuff before getting all caught up before spring break starts up again.
Imagine doing homework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine
bro.
having a spring break.
Imagine
Fuck
going
you,
to
Roberti.
school.
What do you mean? U of M didn't have a spring break?
Nope.
Oh,
we
yeah, I
got
forgot
nothing.
about
Y'all
that.
on some shit, bro. Y'all on some shit. That's fucked.
Yeah, it's called crack cocaine, and our dean is a tyrant.
Mackie was talking to me while we were playing Rocket League the other day about how y'all had no spring break, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm seeing all these kids from Dexter in their fucking spring break beach outfits," and he's just like depressed as shit about it. Not depressed. Boy's sad though. Hey, to be
Oh,
fair
we
though,
got
What do you mean?
suggestions.
Mackey's always depressed.
I got no spring break either. This is just the life of working 50 hours.
Okay,
Oh,
you don't have spring break because you're not in school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not gonna lie,
yeah,
guys.
facts.
Spring break has been pretty nice.
Fuck you, kid.
Shut up, Roperti.
Hey, Daniel, to be fair though, if I end up staying here, then I'm going back to school next year.
Yeah. So like you're just taking like a little gap year.
Well, I am aware I'm a dipshit and I cannot focus in online school.
Dude, it is actually so difficult. Like
You dodged a bullet, for real.
yeah,
Oh,
actually,
facts.
because I was like high school, I had like what 3.7 GPA. Like I was good at school in person.
Bruh.
Now that it's all online, asynchronous classes, if I don't have like a Zoom call to go into, I'm failing the class. And that's just how it is. Like I cannot motivate myself to do work if there's no like if I don't have like a connection with the teacher, I guess. I think it has something to do with that. But like I don't know, man.
I have minimal experience with online classes, so like for my senior year, I think I had 3 or 4 classes to do a credit recovery for because I didn't give a fuck enough to try. And
It's senior year.
well, no, that was from the first 3 years failing classes.
I mean same. But
So
I personally, I have a lot of experience in online classes. We did all online in 8th grade before COVID was even a thing.
oh yeah, I forgot
wait,
about that.
why?
PLP, bro. It was like at your own pace and everything. The teachers didn't teach, and you did it all on your own. So like when all this COVID stuff hit, and you had to like, it was so independent. I was kind of already used to it because we did it in like 8th grade. It's crazy.
Yeah, you guys started that literally right after I left. So once I got
So
up to the high
easy.
school,
It was a joke.
and once I got up to the high school, I had heard because my brother was still here. He's like, "Oh yeah, we're going completely online," and I was like, "Wait, what? Why?"
Why?
Okay.
Yeah, like what?
I was so
knows?
confused.
I mean, it was 8th grade, so it's not like it mattered a whole lot.
Yeah, facts. It was
But
pretty
still.
easy too. It was
Mattered a
nice.
whole lot, bro. Anything before freshman year literally matters not at all.
You literally
It-
could take You could take I watched like one science video, and I'd take like 6 tests, and I'd be done with an entire semester of science in like 4 weeks. It was crazy.
Bro, I put no effort into middle school or elementary school, and I'm pretty sure okay. There was one class I got a C in because it was math, and I suck at math. But other than math, I got A's in everything, and I didn't put any effort in. Maybe I'm just a fucking genius
I was
or something.
lucky to get a B.
But
Then again, I didn't.
I don't know. I didn't even try. That's the thing. Like middle school, at least to be fair, I went to Open, which is like hippie school. You didn't really have to try.
Bro, I probably could have got a 4 in a fucking hip.
Was it like what was it, like a secondary school? What do you mean?
Well, it's like a K through 8 school. There's only 500 students, K through 8. So like elementary and middle school. It wasn't a private school. Do you guys know Community High School?
I've heard of it. I've
never heard of it.
My brother goes there.
It's like that, except
Shout out Anton.
elementary and middle school. So you have to like enter a lottery, and if you get a good lottery number, then you can choose to go to the school. And then once you're there, it's like super like small environment, I guess. Like because you know everybody in your grade, and the grade above you and the grade below you. Because it was usually combined, like kindergarten was on its own, then first and second grade was together, third and fourth grade was together, fifth and sixth, and then seventh and eighth. So then, yeah, basically, it was nice though. Like, the environment was good. It was still, once you got into like middle school, it was pretty cliquey, but that's just how it is in middle school in general.
School's
not a whole
always
lot you can do about that.
cliquey though.
It was much better than high school.
There was a lot of drama in middle school, I feel like.
Yeah.
I know there was in high
Oh
school.
my god.
If we're
Christ,
bro, do not get me started on high school drama. Fuck
Oh,
it.
high school. Oh, no, don't get me started in high school. I have stories to fucking tell for days. I'm gonna stay out of it for now.
Bro. Oh my god.
Maybe we'll get into that later if we want to hear that
that
story.
should definitely be a topic later. Oh my god.
Oh, at some point.
Yeah.
At some point, I have to tell that story on the podcast. Maybe this episode, maybe another one, but we'll see.
Speaking of topics,
Dude,
just...
that was.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, the start of my music career was freshman year when all of like the fucking high school drama broke out, and I had to write diss tracks on like 3 separate people.
Dude, the
Wait, I haven't heard about this. Wait, I have not heard about this at all.
I made 3 diss tracks on 3 separate people, dude. It was amazing.
Oh,
it was great.
Dude,
Tell
I
me
made
you
diss
still have
tracks sophomore year, and that's
Me too. I made one sophomore.
Dude,
yeah.
that's
No.
how we start our music careers, with diss tracks.
Bro, I had
Out of hate.
my ex broke up with me because she asked me to write a diss track on me, and then it was too mean.
Yo, hold on.
My god.
Bro, okay, so Roperti, you know George Barrick Terrace and Jacob Shear, right? Do you at least know of
Yeah.
them?
Yeah.
Bro, okay, so my junior year, it was either junior or senior year, I don't remember which, but we had, for anyone that doesn't know, we had these 2 kids in my school. They were both my class. Don't like either of them, honestly. I don't give a fuck if they hear this or not. I don't like either of them. They had beef, and the way that they thought that they would get over it is, just basically write a diss track and go off on each other. One of them, or apparently both of them were ass, but one of them, George's, made Jacob fucking cry!
Jeez.
And then George got suspended for 2 weeks!
They got suspended
No!
for making a diss track outside. That shit pisses me off, bro.
George
Listen to
got
this, listen to
suspended for 2 weeks for making Jacob cry!
Sanchez, I wrote a diss track on this chick like sophomore year because she asked me to. She's like, do it, like you won't. And I was like, all right, bet, like I'll write a diss track. And it was fire, like it went hard. And then like apparently somehow her mom found out, and I was just chilling at like Bible camp or something over the weekend, and I get a call from her, and I'm like, oh, she's calling me, like, okay, whatever. And it's her mom, and she's like cussing me out over the phone. Her mom. Bro, and then it went up, like her mom had to talk to my parents, and then like, oh, like your son like wrote a diss track on my daughter, and it was this whole thing, bro. And she didn't even care. Like the girl I wrote it on, she thought it was funny as hell, but her mom like freaked
Bro.
out.
Wait, who was
And
this?
both of us. Oh my
Jeez.
god, I'm not saying names right now, but like I'm telling you, it was a
Please text me
it was a whole experience.
No, I think I still have a
If you
file for a. I made a diss track. Okay, so there was this drama in my junior year. So I was in this friend group. I was the only guy, and there
Oh
were.
God,
Zolan probably knows this story, but there
I
were.
do.
Yeah, so there were two girls. They were best friends, and they were also both my best friends because they were in the group chat. Now, here's the story. One of the girls. I'm not going to name names because I don't want to be a snitch or a snake or any of that. But
Griff turned on the camera.
basically, yeah, I see Griffin in the call.
By the way, Griff,
So-
we're recording the podcast, so that's why I got your server muted. You got a private
Yeah,
listen in.
yeah.
But okay, so this one girl had a boyfriend who I knew
Oh,
from middle
boy.
school and was kind of sus. And then the other girl has been my best friend since like 3rd grade. Now, these two girls are tight, like as tight as two best friends can get. And this one
I
girl.
was not thinking. Okay, go ahead.
This one. Okay. You know what I mean. Shut the fuck up. Okay.
Sorry, man. my mind's still fucked. Dude, I'm
Turkey, you
sorry.
fuck!
No.
Oh my God.
As we got 3
Oh my
girls server
God.
muted, just listening in.
Yo.
my
There's
God.
nothing they can do
There's
about it.
Okay.
nothing new here.
Oh, God.
But-
Until after getting his ass whooped after this recording session, bro.
Oh my God. No, but this one girl went behind her best friend's back and fucked her best friend. And obviously, fucked her best friend's boyfriend. Sorry.
She
No.
fucked her best friend. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Whoa, no. There's. Shut the fuck up, Griffin. All right. No, okay. But you know what I meant. So, yeah, and then I obviously took the side of the girl who's just got snaked on,
Right.
and the other girl got kicked out of the friend group. And they knew that I had like a history of making diss tracks, so I was like, okay. They were like, make a diss track on her. I was like, might as well, and it actually goes pretty fucking hard.
Yes, sir.
It's one of it. Obviously, it was like junior year. I didn't know how to record, mix, any of that. But writing flow wise, and the beat was decent. I made a decent beat for it. So, you know,
There you go.
I'm proud of myself for that.
I want to save some high school stories though, because and this will segue. In our Discord, so we record all the podcasts on Discord because we don't have a fucking podcast studio. We're broke. And one of the things that I did was I made a like podcast topic suggestions. Literally the whole time we've been talking, we've gotten a good amount.
Oh, it's flooded.
So we'll probably go over some of those. Also, I have one question. I'll ask the one question now, and then we can continue on with whatever. Just to kind of transition, because Daniel was talking about music. Over to music a little more. What is... And I thought this up at work randomly, and I literally repeated it in my head the whole day, so I wouldn't forget it. I feel like
Are you
it's
gonna tell us what it is, or are we just gonna
Shut the fuck up, kid!
Oh, there's the old Call of Duty player coming out.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, boy.
I said that shit to adults, bro. Get the fuck out. Alright, anyways. I'll get into the question, dumbass. What is, in your eyes, the weirdest, like, period of time you had musically? Like, listening. So, I'll give mine. I'm not proud of this, by the way.
I'm not either.
My sophomore year, so around my sophomore year, which was like 2016, I'm a big fan of rap and pop, R&B, shit like that. And all that music kind of fell out and came in with, like, mumble rap started coming in, with Migos dropping their shit. And, you know, Versace, Lil Pump kind of came in around the same time. So I jumped over from that to, like, dubstep music. And not only dubstep music, it was royalty-free shit. I listened to fucking Argo
No.
Fox for a year.
No, I did the exact same thing in the exact same period of time. It was my 8th grade, I think.
Yeah, you're
late middle school, I used to play Geometry Dash every single
that
day.
went
Don't
I
get
was
hard.
cold as fuck at Geometry Dash. And
Sheesh.
online levels, they get like you can use songs from Newgrounds to make like custom levels with custom songs.
Yep.
So
Shout
there
out
were
Newgrounds.
a bunch of dubstep, like hard ass dubstep songs on Newgrounds that were also on like YouTube and stuff. So then I started like listening to like hard dubstep music, like I think the guy's name was Ruckus, also known as NK,
I know that name. Oh my god.
and shit like that. And I listened back and I'm like, I could probably, with the level of production I'm at, make stuff like this if I really practiced towards it. But obviously, that's not the kind of stuff I like to make. But it's like, it's just crazy how like all that shit that I used to listen to back in 8th grade that now I just look back and I'm like, wow, it's actually not. I'm not saying it's not as good. It's still very good. But it's just crazy how much I've come
different vibe.
as a musician.
Oh
like,
yeah.
like I can make shit like that now. I'm
I-
kind of blowing my own bubble or whatever the fuck that.
No,
term
but
is
you're
here,
right, bro.
Go check out
You're right.
plug your SoundCloud real quick.
Plug that
Oh,
shit,
my
bro.
SoundCloud. It should be Daniel Baked Carrots on SoundCloud.
There you go.
Just search my name up. I got a remix of one of Roperti's songs. Thank you.
It's
Fire.
cold,
Fire
bro.
as fuck.
It's
Yes,
crazy.
and while we're on the
goes-
topic,
it goes
I don't-
so hard.
I was really proud of that. And I'm working on an album that's going to be out on Spotify pretty soon. Also, Daniel Baked Carrots.
Yes,
And
sir.
it might be a little bit before that's all finalized. Still got a couple songs to record, mix, master, all that. But while we're on the topic, I'd also like to shout out Zolan's new song that I produced.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
I was about to open up the floor
it's-
for all you to shout your shit out.
Yeah, it's Callisto, with 2 1s instead of L's. SoundCloud. I mean, Zolan's the one who should be shouting
Great
himself out,
first
not
song,
me.
by
But
the way, Zolan.
Oh
Yeah,
no, you
dude,
did good. Oh, dude, I
seriously.
You
appreciate
heard
it.
my
Thank
first
you.
song, bro? It's not.
Oh
it's
my god!
nowhere
Roperti's
close.
first song is kind of dog shit.
It's not. There's no. It's
bro,
like
we're not
close
even
because
gonna talk about my album, bro.
But Zolan,
Yo, I
just
like your
know
album.
that first song was really well done.
Roperti, if I end up doing trash on a song though, you gotta let me know. Like I can't have that unconditional
I'll
support
tell you,
shit.
Zolan.
Like
I'll
if it's
tell you.
trash,
I'll
y'all
tell you.
need to tell me it's trash.
for real, you can send shit to me and I'll give you like productive criticism and stuff. Like I do that shit with Daniel too all the
Appreciate
time.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
I'll tell you.
And
I do that shit
from
with Roperti all
musician
the
to
time.
musician, bro, like we got you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I've been in the music scene long enough to know like how to give criticism ish. I'm still working
Yeah.
on it since I'm young as fuck, but like, because like the one thing I'd say about your song is like probably use a better mic next time.
Oh yeah, that's definitely in the
But-
works.
And I would say the one thing I would say too, while we're on the topic, recording is just as important as mixing. So like
Yeah.
making sure you're singing with energy and like power, not power, but like energy, I would say,
Mhm.
is really important because
And
then you
what-
have
oh,
more to work with in your mixing.
Absolutely.
Another thing that I did notice about it was like you recorded
More breath.
like you recorded the entire thing in one take,
Oh, I did do that. Yeah.
which
Well, it's hard. I mean, it's hard when you don't have like software and stuff.
exactly like you were just using
You know,
what,
we have
GarageBand
FL
or something.
Studio and stuff, so it's easier for us. But
Exactly. So like,
honestly, for one take, it was
it was
fire, bro.
insane. Like that's some
I don't know
fucking
how
talent.
long that took you, bro, but like that was pretty fire for one take.
Dude,
I didn't know you weren't supposed to do that. I'll definitely like that makes shit a lot easier. Oh my god.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
And we can
Wait,
even
are
put
you
a-
serious, Zolan?
Yeah.
Apparently-
I
No, because
know.
I remember
I
I
used to do
listened to the dry vocal and I'm like, wait, like the main melody, all the harmonies, all of it was all done in like there was one take for the melody, one take for the harmony, and then one take for the third harmony.
Freaking
Yeah,
legend.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, he didn't do this right. But then I like listened through it, mixed it, and did all that, and I'm like, wait, it really doesn't matter because it still sounds incredible. Like,
Dude, I want to.
because
say
I was gonna be like, yo, go re-record this with like, multiple takes, and then I was like, well, you don't need to because it's easily like incredible the way it is, which is props to you for that. Like,
Thanks, man.
So I'm a throwback.
I
It means
usually-
a lot.
I'm gonna throw.
I usually need to do like at least like 10 takes for like one line, and then like move on to the next line and shit like that. Like depending on the song, of course. Some songs are more in my key than others, but
So you
Oh,
guys
that's
want to
true.
hear how Roperti used to record his shit?
Oh, here we go.
So
Want to
I've
get
gotten
exposed.
to witness this firsthand too, because it was like I think a month or two before the shutdowns happened. So last year, before he got his.
What'd you bring me? What'd you bring me when we were
I
recording?
brought you fucking Chipotle, bro.
Fucking legend.
Um, so I got this man basically my Chipotle build. In case you're wondering, steak, white rice, sour cream, shredded cheese, bro. Get that shit. Put that shit in a burrito, or what my friend Sarah does, who's here listening. Get it in a bowl. Order a tortilla on the side. You got enough for 2 burritos. There's your Chipotle fucking tip of the day. Anyways, I drove over to Roperti's house before I had to work because we wanted to like write a song together. So we wrote the song and we were gonna like try to record it, but we kind of ran low on time. And the way this man, come on, he didn't have a computer to like run shit on. He didn't have the good mic. He, was just really getting started. This man, he's like, hey, I'm gonna record. He pulls out a pair of fucking Apple earbuds, plugs it in,
No
uses
way.
that to record, and what
Just
the
wait.
fuck did you use to auto-tune?
You guys think that is bad? Before we even go into the auto-tune, for Mackey's My Daddy, the first ever song that I wrote. I was
You
on a
recorded in your
camping
closet?
trip. I was on a camping trip in the back seat of my car. I locked the doors, and so I was in my car in the back seat, so it was quiet, right? And I had you know how when you're making a call and you have your phone up to your head? I had my phone, like I was making a call, and that's how I was recording, like from my phone.
How did I
And the
not know
music,
that?
Oh.
for real. And I used it's a free app on the App Store called like Vocalo or something like that, and it's some super shitty free auto-tune. It just that is crazy. I use my phone, and now I got my Samsung G-Track Pro that's $130 right here
This
sitting next to me.
man
So.
used to run all his old music, cranks the fuck up in auto-tune. How long did you?
Well, it's not even. It's just cheap auto-tune.
How long was everyone telling you like make a song without auto-tune?
And I actually did.
Well, yeah, almost all your shit's without auto-tune now, isn't it?
It has like pitch correction, but it's like not. It's like very low.
there's some like settings that you can do. Like for my music, I still have the auto tune cranked pretty much all the way up. I just use this thing called Flex Tune that makes it sound less auto tuned. But because I'm not as good at singing as Roperti, I kind of need that extra pitch helping, I guess. But it sounds natural enough most of the time. But also, I feel like it adds a little bit of roboticness to it, which I guess is part of my style. But
Yeah, no,
it's hard to explain.
It's not. People break it out to be like a bad thing, and it's not.
Yeah, it's really
had
not.
it to the extent
T-Pain's
that I
the
had
king
it,
of
but
that
like
shit.
back then.
I mean, like
It's an art
there's
style.
exactly like there's so many different things you can do with it. So many different settings you can use to make it like sound really good. Like I know at least I've been listening to Quedeca's new album a lot, and like I noticed that like when he has like there are a couple songs where he has like dry vocals in it, like without the auto tune, and you can tell that his pitch is very off, but it kind of like adds a different effect. And it's like he's probably not as talented of a singer as Roperti. And he's probably at maybe the same level as me. But then when you hear like the actual auto-tune vocals, it still sounds natural. Like you can't tell that there's auto-tune, but knowing that he probably isn't as good at singing, you know that there's auto-tune there, you just can't hear it.
And it
It's
also
just-
comes
it's
into
just
play with
crazy.
someone like Quedeca. He can pay for an $800 auto-tune software, and it would be so
Exactly.
good that you would barely even realize it's there.
I still haven't listened to
Exactly.
that album yet. That's on my list of things to listen to. But
Definitely do it. There's a lot of songs on there that I think you'll fuck with.
I
Oh,
hope
yeah.
so, because the last two. So I listened to an album yesterday, and then an EP today at the gym. And I listened to them kind of in preparation to like discuss them. I'm gonna start off by saying this: the Drake EP, I've seen that like some people fuck with it. What's the name of it, Daniel? Do you know?
Scary Hours. I think I didn't listen to it.
Scary Hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scary Hours. Scary Hours 2, actually. That shit's trash. I'm sorry.
Really?
I don't fuck with it at all. I listened to about half of What's Next and Wants and Needs. I had to skip them. Lemon Pepper Freestyle with Rick Ross, though, that song's good.
I liked that one. That was my favorite. But
Same.
it's by far not his best stuff. Not even close. I think it's down there with his worst.
I always say it. If you want to listen to good Drake, like, let's say if you do not know who Drake is,
You're living under a rock.
Well, yes, but if you have the brain equivalent of Patrick Starr and you don't know who Drake is, let me suggest the Take Care album, which was about 2011 or 2012. That's his best album ever released, hands down. Literally listen to anything like pre-2014. He has maybe 5 songs pre-2014 that are bad. Everything else is decent at least.
I'm not a huge Drake fan.
I'm also not.
I don't listen to him at all.
Old Drake.
But
I mean, I
Roperti.
respect him and all, but I can never get into him. What's up?
Roperti, you gotta tell us your weird music transition period, dude.
I didn't even get to do my actual one, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll go around. I don't know if this counts. I'm really trying to think here. I don't know. Okay. I had this whole phase for like at least a month where I would only listen to music from Austin and Alley and like songs sung by that guy. Like, what's it? I don't know what his name was.
Is it Austin? I want to say Austin Malone, but I feel like it was Austin Marone.
Dude, yeah, something like that. I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
I'm literally in the process of that.
I listened to him and the Austin Alley soundtracks, and I'd like, oh my
Ross
God,
Lynch
all the time. Ross Lynch, yes.
Shout out Ross Lynch.
Hey,
if you're gonna listen to any TV show musician, fucking like songs that were made for the show, Big Time Rush, please.
Yes. Dude, it's on Netflix now.
Wait, they have Rush on Netflix?
I think so.
It's been on
yeah.
Netflix.
Hold on,
It's been on Netflix.
I knew it was on Hulu.
Shit's tight, bro.
Bro, hold on. I'm actually checking Netflix. Tell me it's there.
Yes, sir.
Yes!
That's how it's just...
Wait, they have the Big Time movie too from when they were in fucking the UK.
I do want to say about Drake though. I was just scrolling through my like Spotify liked songs and searched up Drake to see like what songs I have on there. I have a lot of songs from If You're Reading This It's Too Late.
That's also a really good album.
That's my personal favorite album of his. And obviously he's got some good songs like some really good songs that have come out. Just like his albums, maybe not as consistent. But like I'm Upset, in my opinion, is a fucking banger.
Real quick, Zolan, shout out to you for bringing everything back around.
Oh, I'm trying my best. I also have a really funny story about my my weird music transition period.
Yeah, who's next?
But
Who's
I'll
next?
let you.
I want to say that my
get it
one.
first.
So I had the Argo Fox / dubstep phase, and then literally the very next year, like this is a short one. I listened to like only XXXTentacion because this was like right after his death.
Oh,
when he
shit.
had,
You're gonna say Temptation, bro?
Tentacion.
Tentacion.
Tentacion. Sorry, I've never heard it pronounced like that.
Hey, Rip X though. I got a poster of him. Juice and Pop Smoke
It was
on
the
my wall
album that
right
had
here.
Sad and I don't know how to speak Spanish. LOL.
Oh, like his new
guys,
one. Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Like
lie to
his
you.
New one there.
I'm not gonna lie. I had no idea he existed before he died.
Damn.
I knew
His music went
He was
hard.
popular.
I'm not gonna lie. When he blew up after he died, like it
Sarah's
went hard.
pissed.
Like I vibed with a lot of
Did
his stuff.
Sarah just
Bro,
fall?
Shit.
But I'm telling you, I didn't know who he was.
Bro, because what was the album? 17, I think. Where like the super sad one. That's how I heard him.
His emo ass.
Dude,
I
that
saw him on
shit got me.
SoundCloud.
That all of those songs get me in my feels, and then like I started like looking into him, and then I heard shit like the one he did with Ski Mask. Oh, what the fuck's it called?
He did Take a Step
Take
Back.
a step back. Take a step
Take
back.
a step back was
That shit
dude.
is-
That shit
when we
goes
bumped that
so
on the
hard.
speakers, down the street, dude. We almost got suspended. We played through the halls, through the streets, downtown, everything. Just fucked up.
Oh, that
Just,
song.
we were like in 7th grade, dude. It was ridiculous.
Yo.
Bro, I found him with fucking Look at Me. That shit.
Oh,
That
look
shit
at
also
me.
hit. That's a
That-
classic.
Look at me.
That is
Fuck outta here.
forever going to be one of the best rap songs of all
That
time.
is,
Yeah.
that is a good song. I don't know about that, but it is a good song.
Yeah.
I mean, like, maybe not best, but most like hype, I guess.
It's definitely his most popular. One of his most popular songs.
Facts.
100%.
Yeah. Anyways, I listened to him, and for some, I wish I could smack the shit out of myself in 2018 or 2017, whenever it was. I listened to a fuck ton of Cardi B.
Oh, Sanch. Oh shit.
Sanch had that.
No,
wet
listen.
ass
I
pussy.
got really into
Down
the I got
bad.
really into the Cardi B. I got really into like Lil Pump. I got really into the shit that was popular then, and then I fell
See, I
just
could
as
never
quick as I
vibe
got
with
into
Lil
it, I
Pump, and I don't
fell
even.
out of it.
Yeah, I did have a
that
short
was-
Lil Pump phase,
It was like a couple
but
months.
it took me about 3 weeks to realize that it was ass.
For me, it was just I had heard nothing over the last 2 years. Knew that I was a fan of because that was when 21 Savage was popping up. Kodak, I didn't like either of them. Straight up.
Mhm.
Did not
There's
like.
one Kodak song that I like, Roll in Peace.
Yeah, Roll in
Yeah,
Peace.
I was about to
is good.
say.
Roll in Peace is a fucking banger, but I don't fuck with a single other Kodak song.
But outside of
honestly.
that,
Dude,
I think it's Easy or whatever. That's a good song.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the one with Travis Scott.
It's that Z shit. It's
Yeah.
that Z shit.
It's
yeah.
a Z shit. It's a Z
Oh,
shit.
I heard. Oh, yeah, I heard of that. That's a long time
Yeah,
ago.
Travis Scott and Offset. Shout out Offset.
Damn, that's a while ago.
Wait,
Speaking of
what's
Offset,
the
they just-
one
Lil
where
TJ
it's like
album
they
just
don't
came
want to
out with
see me
Offset in it.
winning? What's that song?
Could not tell you.
Bro, I
Zolan
like how
said
a
you,
lot of these a lot of the more mainstream rappers now are making like a lot better music from what
I'm
it sounds
so
like. Polo
happy!
G, Lil TJ just made a song with I forgot his name, but
I have to listen to more Lil TJ.
Call on My Phone. Call on My Phone is a great song.
Oh yeah.
I remember I first
100%.
hated Polo G at first, and then Roperti reintroduced me to him, and I'm just
Yes,
I love
sir.
Polo now.
Yeah.
Polo's
He just
got
made a
some good
song
shit.
with
good.
a whole bunch of people. TJ just came out with a whole album, bro, like today. So.
Oh
everybody
shit,
wants
I'm gonna have to
that.
listen to
Gotta
that.
listen.
Yeah, I listened to it while I was doing some work earlier. It's fire. Zolan, you said you got some a story
Yes,
about
go,
your
go,
phase.
go.
Oh, I got a bad one. All right.
Oh,
All right.
no.
So this was junior year. Daniel knows about this. I was going through a really rough breakup. And so I would like skip my 7th hour, go to my minivan, and vibe out to some fucking, it was like Billie Eilish and then Mozart's Requiem, the entire fucking thing. And then,
Bro,
like,
that's a mood and a half, bro. Mozart's Requiem
and some
hits
fucking
when you're
Travis
sad.
Scott. And that was it. It was
That's a
awful.
playlist and a half, bro. Billie Eilish, Travis Scott, and fucking Mozart. Like,
Yeah, dude.
damn.
That was
Please,
weird.
What is the thought process behind that?
I was sad and I was horny. That was it.
You were horny, so you listen to fucking Mozart.
Yup. Yup.
Bro.
That's where the horny.
Okay, no, no, no,
I've
no,
heard
no,
people
no, no.
listening-
Samson, you're beating
Listen
his
to
meat
Mozart
fucking
while you're
Mozart.
Imagine getting head to some fucking Mozart, bro.
Oh,
my
shit.
God.
Fucking Claire de Lune, bro. That's Debussy, but
Debussy.
that's still a hit.
Debussy.
That's Debussy, bro.
That shit bussy. Yeah, I feel like I should like get this out the way because I wanted to talk about this album too. El Dorado, 24K Golden's album.
I got some opinions on that.
Oh,
I have
my God.
opinions.
I
Such a
actually-
vibe today.
I
It's mid.
really liked it.
I think it's mid. I just kind of don't really like it. Like they're good
Samson,
songs,
your opinion is just
but for
invalid.
me,
I'm sorry.
let me fucking explain, cock. I don't really like his voice all that much. Like they're good songs, the beats are good, but for me, none of them are really playlist worthy, with the exception of 3 of them. I'm literally scrolling through my playlist. I can tell you actually, I'm gonna wait to say that one last because it right now is my favorite song. Breathe Away, Yellow Lights, and fucking Love or Lust, bro!
Told you, man. That's my favorite one too.
This shit's so good.
Yeah,
didn't
Lover,
think- I didn't
Lover and
think-
Lust and Coco are my two favorites from that one.
I liked
I
Coco.
don't like-
Coco came out a while ago, and I
I
had a
know.
whole phase for like a week straight. I would only listen to that song.
I don't like Coco, which pisses me off because it has the baby on it.
Bro, I actually fuck with
Something,
debate.
no, your just
I love
opinion just
DaBaby.
doesn't matter. That's a fun
Yo,
fact.
fuck you,
like,
kid.
you don't like Coco, man? Yeah, fuck you, buddy.
Yo, fuck you, kid.
Okay, but the baby was like he kind of carried it. Not gonna lie.
No, he didn't. I
Like in
actually
Coco?
no. Here's the thing
Really?
about Coco. I don't like DaBaby's verse as much
I'll have to listen to it again.
because I like
Yeah,
the
no,
song
I mean,
Coco.
I like-
I'm not a big fan of DaBaby's verse on Coco, but the song and the beat itself is good enough that I still
The
really
beat was
like the
fire.
song.
I
thought
think
DaBaby
was, like, the bigger
Golden
brother
did a
in there.
better job, but I definitely didn't think it sounded bad on the track. Like DaBaby, I think he did a good job.
Oh no, he
did a good
didn't sound
job.
he didn't sound bad. I just didn't think it was his best. You know.
Oh,
To be fair,
okay,
I have
next
pretty
up-
high expectations of DaBaby.
Well, it's
No,
because the
but
baby's
next up,
goated.
can we talk about why he's a meme? No, why the fuck did he just turn into a meme all of a sudden? Though
I don't
Let's
know.
go.
Let's
man
go.
didn't do shit wrong, and now people have him as like a fucking deep fried car of his face. It's like
Bro,
driving
you
and
see
shit.
that album cover though?
Yeah,
Did you see the
yeah,
fu-
the fucking with the finger guns.
Did you see my
Yeah.
photo
Like, whole-
recreation of that?
No,
Hold on, I'm gonna send
you
this to
have to put it in the chat now.
I'll put it in the Discord. So when me and more for the podcast than anyone else. Me and Sarah, who's in here listening, one of my friends. Last week we took a weekend trip out to North Carolina. And first off, Charlotte is fucking gorgeous, but we saw like 12 ambulances in half an hour.
When you said Charlotte, I thought you were talking about like a girl.
Yeah, bro.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
she-
bro, I was like,
sweat,
bro,
Charlotte's
I was
wet.
like, bro, that's a little out of pocket. Just saying that Sarah's friend is like fucking gorgeous. I'm like,
Nope.
it took me like about 5 seconds. I was like, oh wait, the city,
Dumb fuck.
Is she hot, bro?
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Charlotte's hot as
Mwah.
fuck. I don't know what you're talking about.
But no, Charlotte is actually like beautiful, and we stood outside this head that like kind of moved and rotated a bit. First off, I
Nice.
posted.
You got
on my-
head from Charlotte?
Yeah, bro. I literally posted a
She
picture
got
on my story of just who want head with a picture of the head. I'm really happy
I
that
did
no
see
one
that.
thought I was gay.
That's
but-
pretty iconic.
I took a picture. I'm sending it to the Discord now. Of me basically doing my fingers are a little too high, but the DaBaby album cover picture. Of
Oh,
him,
yeah, I
of
see
him
that.
smiling with the fucking finger guns. I'm finding the name of the album 'cause it's gonna piss me off if I don't.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Baby on Baby,
Oh, of course.
dude.
Mhm.
Suge on that album. First off, DaBaby kills Suge. If you have not
Yeah,
listened
yeah.
to it though, for everyone in here and in the podcast, do yourself a favor and look
Dude,
up.
Suge is
No, dude. You think that Suge is good? Listen to
Oh,
Joyner
wait,
Lucas
I heard-
and Tory
I
Lanez's
know.
version.
I think I saw that on your story the other day, and I've been meaning
That
to
was
listen to it. I
today.
just
That
forgot.
was today, dude. I randomly remembered the song today, and I listened to it on lunch. I about came while listening to it. It's so. First off, Tory Lanez and Joyner Lucas, they don't need oxygen. They don't. They just don't. I wish I could put into words how good it is, but seriously, like if you're into rap, and if you're like interested in hearing people A, rap fast, and B, not breathe, listen to that song. It's also very
Okay.
good lyrically.
I just wanted to say, like, pretty off topic. I'd like to thank Tory Lanez for shooting Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh damn!
Because-
Okay, okay. Here we go.
Dude, did you see
Damn.
who was it? Who was it? Cardi B who won? Or wait,
Megan
which
Thee
song
Stallion won like 3 Grammys.
over like what's poppin' in the.
I was
I
pissed,
was
dude.
pissed, bro. I
was
was
like,
heated.
In what world is her
I
song
don't care
better
how
than
much you
all
like
of
Megan
these?
Thee
That's like,
Stallion.
I'm a savage. Classy bougie rat. Like, shut the fuck up.
For anyone
Like,
that
Jack Harlow fucking killed What's Poppin'.
there's no
Oh,
visual
And you're
for
coming out here
anyone on
going
the
like,
spot.
I'm a savage. Like, please just
How'd
shut the
you-
fuck up.
Daniel
And-
just did the TikTok dance for anyone who wants to know.
Yes, I did throw it back
was
on the
great.
camera.
Threw it
So
back.
you're
on
part of
camera.
the problem.
I got a heart on now.
See,
Same.
like, okay, I don't hate Megan Thee Stallion. I
She
will
should
admit
not
she
have
has
won.
good flow. She has good flow. The songs aren't bad, like by any means. I'm hamming it up a little bit, but it's just
Savage.
compared to a lot of the other songs that were nominated. I do not think it deserved to win.
Savage is
Um,
not better than Laugh Now, Cry Later.
Oh, it's definitely
Oh,
not.
100%.
Laugh Now, Cry Later.
Okay, they could have given it to
Fantastic.
like one of the youngins too.
Give it to
Give it
Lil
to,
Baby,
like-
dude.
Literally could have given
Exactly.
it to anyone, but like, oh my god.
Again,
Like they literally could have
literally-
given it to Polo G.
I can only be so angry and just disappointed.
I
at
have
this
no
point. Like,
problem
it's so
with Megan
bad.
Thee Stallion. I don't personally like her music. That's just me though, and I can see why people do. There's a certain vibe for it. It's not my vibe, but I can see why people would rock with it. However, there is literally no reason Savage wins 3 music awards over some of the best, very best songs to be put out in 2020. Absolutely. No reason.
I'm just researching like who won what for each category.
What's the name of the music award again?
Oh, which music award?
The ones that she won, like the name of the actual show.
That. Oh, the Grammys.
Yes, I always get
Listen,
Grammys
listen.
and Oscars
Just going off views. Savage has 78 million views on. We're just talking about YouTube, okay? The YouTube is a baseline. I guarantee these numbers are gonna be the same probably everywhere except for TikTok.
Yeah.
Savage has 78 million views, and What's Poppin' has 145 million.
Is that the remix?
And
though,
that's-
or
That's the remix. Just What's Poppin' still has 129 million views.
if the remix was up there and that would have lost, I would have burned down the goddamn Grammys. Wait, hold on.
Ridiculous,
Was it the remix or the version that blew up on TikTok?
I thought it was the remix. I could be wrong though. We're talking about What's Poppin', right?
Wait, Griff, you said it was the remix? What the?
Right? Yeah, Griff. I was so mad. I was texting Griff. I was like, "Look at this shit, bro. Look at this."
There's not a single universe that could be conjured up where Savage is better than the fucking What's Poppin' remix. DaBaby pops off. Tory Lanez murders. Jack Harlow does a fantastic job bringing in the song and showing off his flow. The dude is young as fuck. And Lil Wayne, while he had the worst verse in the song, it's still a really good verse.
Okay, I just like to point out here are the nominees for best rap performance were Savage, Megan Thee Stallion featuring Beyonce, Deep Reverence, Big Sean featuring Nipsey, Bop,
Yes.
DaBaby, What's Poppin', Jack Harlow, The Bigger Picture, Lil Baby, and
The
Dior
bigger
by Pop
picture,
Smoke.
bro. How you
Dior-
gonna do him like that?
Dior by Pop Smoke, and Savage won.
God, every single one of those songs.
And
Every
no. Keep
single
in mind,
one
this
is
isn't this.
better.
No. Listen. This isn't best rap song. This is best rap performance, which is like the vocal part of it. Like who did the best rapping?
The bigger picture should have won then. If we're
Yeah,
talking about
Lil
performance,
Baby should have won that.
Lil Baby. No, Dior is better performance wise. The Bigger Picture is better performance wise. What's Poppin' is better performance wise. I haven't listened to Deep Reverence, so I don't know. Bop. I don't know. I'd say in my opinion, Bop is better, but that's because I am a DaBaby fan, so I'm a little bit biased on that. But there were like out of all of the songs on here that I know, I would probably put it below every other song that I know on that category.
The Grammys is ass because I'm looking at like some of the winners. Song of the Year, I understand it because the song's called like I Can't Breathe, and with everything going on last year, I understand it. But looking at the list, The Box should have been the winner.
Okay, it's bullshit in my opinion that The Box did not win a Grammy. Roddy Ricch didn't get a Grammy. for
Roddy
literally
Ricch got
having
fucked.
See, the problem is
for not
Roddy Ricch,
having.
he popped off like early 2020, right? He came out with all that. When did it come out? Like early 20. It was
It was early
towards the early.
2020.
Wait, no.
It
And
was
all
before
this,
The
all
album.
these songs.
No, the album came out in 2019.
Why was it even up for a Grammy then?
No, because I remember
Griff,
I was
you know what,
I
Griff,
listened to that
you're joining
album.
the conversation. Griff, welcome to the podcast.
All right, thank you for having me, Sanch. But so the
I see
album
you
came
keep
out
trying to
in
talk, I'm sorry.
2019, and basically the box got most of its traction from the transition from 2019 to 2020. So basically, also the numbers were too overwhelming for Roddy for the Grammy and the committee just to ignore it completely. So they threw it on. But it makes no sense if they're going to pick Savage anyway, because it's unarguably like the biggest song for like the 6 months of first 6 months of 2020.
To be
So
fair, Savage didn't win that one. It was a song called "I Can't Breathe," which like I understand with the events that happened last year,
yeah,
but
No, the
more
best
political
rap
impact.
best rap song was won by Savage, and the
oh yep, there it is.
the other nominees were The Bigger Picture, The Box, Laugh Now Cry Later, and Rockstar by DaBaby.
Laugh Now Cry Later is a classic in my opinion. It's just so good, and oh god damn it.
Just to me, the fact that What's
It
Poppin'
it
didn't win
pisses
it
me
is a
off just
god.
talking about it.
The fact that What's Poppin' didn't win is maybe I'm being biased,
Also,
but fuck.
Also
while I'm
Jetson Made
scrolling through,
destroyed that beat. Like
What?
so good.
bro,
Sorry.
Jetson Made is one of the best beat makers right now.
100%.
He probably is the best in my opinion. But also,
Baby,
while we're
Jack
on the
Harlow.
topic of the Grammys,
Nas is still making
Res-
music. Sorry, I was just thrown off guard. I didn't mean to interrupt. Nas is still making music?
yeah, he got album
Yeah.
of the year.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, well,
Damn.
rap album of the year. Best
Him
rap
and
album.
Hit Boy destroyed that album. It's so
Royce
good.
the
I
Five
recommend you
Nine was up
give it a
here?
listen.
Wait, hold up. Okay,
Yeah.
damn.
Detroit boys represent.
Yeah, facts. D-Town represent. All right, continue. I'm sorry, that caught me so
No,
off guard.
you're fine. Just like while we're on the topic of the Grammys, I'd like to say rest in peace to Chick Corea for anybody who's into jazz at all. But Chick Corea,
R.I.P.
he got best improvised jazz solo this year, following his death.
And
And
best jazz instrumental album.
yeah, because Trilogy 2. I listened to that album, and I got to see him live when he toured after releasing that album, and oh my god, that man is insane in performance. I've seen him 2 or 3 times, on stage, and holy shit, that man could play the piano.
How did I not know that they
Nice.
had gospel categories in the Grammys?
Well, they only
Um,
put on TV like some of them.
Best contemporary Christian music album, Jesus is King, Kanye West.
Well, yeah, because that's
Okay,
the only
Kenny
person
G?
on there that anybody knows.
Sarah's
Kenny
pissed!
G on that
Sarah's
shit?
pissed!
Kenny G on that album was fucking fire.
Sarah's
I tried to play the
pissed.
Wait,
solo.
Kenny G was on that album?
Kenny G was on. Hold up. I listened to this shit, bro. Use this gospel. In that song, Kenny G has a bomb ass sax solo, and I tried mimicking that shit, and it did not go well for me, but it's fucking fire. That's part of the album. Only good part of the album. So
I'll
good.
need to listen to that song. I don't fuck with Kenny G that much. I listen to more like jazz, I guess, like traditional jazz. But
Damn. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
just because
Yeah,
that's
that's
like, the traditional jazz people kind of hate on Kenny G and say he's not a real jazz musician, but I just haven't listened to Kenny G, so I can't really have an opinion on that.
I do have an opinion on that. I think calling something not real jazz is kind of unjazz-like because
Yeah, exactly.
in itself
Jazz
is
is
experimental.
Jazz is jazz, bro.
You like
Exactly.
jazz?
It's like experimental on its own, and like there are some like bases and there is like an origin to it. I think Kenny G, like, he's stuck to that, and that's why experimental jazz is a thing. You know, that
Yeah,
can't be called jazz if Kenny G can't be called jazz.
exactly.
Also, he
and like
just
with
brought. I'll go for it, Daniel. You're the
sorry, you
jazz
can go
kid
ahead,
here.
Griff.
All right.
All right,
So
I
also
was just
Kenny
gonna
G.
say like,
No, go.
Griff.
oh my god, okay. So, because I'm in a band, at least I was until COVID started. But
Serving meeting
this
incredible.
band, like,
Listen.
in this band, we played like Bruno Mars, Michael Jackson type stuff, and the band leader called us a jazz band because like jazz has changed so much that like the way we play things almost has like a jazz element to it, and really anything can be called jazz if you want it to be jazz, depending on how you play it, of course. Like if you play a fucking pop song just straight up, then it's obviously not going to be jazz. But
Yeah, some cases need more arguing than others.
yeah, exactly. Like jazz is not like a very it's a very like fluid genre. I'll put it that way.
Facts. That's a good. Okay. Go Griff.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say Kenny G helped popularize jazz to kind of like he made it more mainstream in a way. So it's just like saying that he's not real. It's like because everyone knows who Kenny G. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of a non-point in my opinion. So I see where Zolan's coming from. That's all I wanted to say.
I have anxiety now. My cat just showed up. I'm sorry to interrupt the flow of the conversation, but bro, I just got anxiety. My cat just walked into my room and started walking near my computer. We are how far? We are 50 minutes into this. If my cat does something to fuck this up, bro, I'm gonna be pissed.
Honestly, that'd be kind of a funny ending to the podcast. Cat chews a wire.
What do you mean, bro? We wouldn't even get it saved.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Never mind.
that would be unfortunate.
That would be ass.
Bro,
Have to do it all over again.
that's why, dude. No, if the cat fucks this up, I'm not recording another one today. No, we're done.
No.
That's fair, honestly.
Yeah, I don't think I have time to do another either.
I kind of now too want to switch over to like the podcast topic suggestions and just kind of go over some of the questions asked. Ooh, wait. Roperti.
There's some spicy ones.
Yeah, I think we both are eyeing the same one.
Oh. When did this
So,
come out?
So some of the topics in here, I want to go over some of them, but I feel like one of them that we should go over and just kind of our thoughts. This is a touchy subject. No, the fuck it's not actually. This should be unanimous. Fuck it, I don't give a fuck. This is my podcast. If you don't like what we talk about, you don't have to listen. Thoughts on the
Go ahead,
James Charles
Sanch.
shit? We're just fucking.
Oh yeah.
We're going into it. James Charles.
Okay, so we're going over James Charles.
Be allowed to have a platform.
Okay,
I've been
if you're
saying
gonna
this since like 2018. But no, I'm not canceling him. Listen, but he's done this shit too many times.
Okay, here's my problem, right? People like Mini Lad. When he was 19, he was sexually flirting with a 16-year-old. Yes, it's illegal. Yes, it's fucked up. Don't get me wrong. Same thing happened to fucking, what's his name? Call Me Carson.
Yeah, call me Carson.
And it's like, you know, I don't like cancel culture, obviously, but when these people have done something wrong, I understand why you would hold them accountable for their actions. But the problem I have with this James Charles thing is that there have been at least like 4 or 5 times where people have been like, yeah, James Charles did this to me. Nobody seems to give a shit. Nobody will cancel him. And it's like, where's the consistency, right?
Exactly.
Where's the consistency?
I said this in the Snap group chat. I will live by this until I die. Cancel culture is literally just fucking QAnon. QAnon focuses on the child sex rape rings underneath the pizza shop in New York rather than the abuse that's going on in the Catholic Church. Just an example. Cancel culture focuses on a tweet Kevin Hart or Shane Dawson made 10 years ago rather than James Charles and the fuck shit that he's doing now. Like, cancel culture could be good if you use it to pick the right fights. There are fights and people that need to be canceled because they've gotten away with the fuck shit for too long. James Charles has been doing this shit for 2-3 years. And he's gotten away with it unscathed.
James Charles made a statement. He said that he had made this whole Twitter thing. He said that He did not know that this kid was under 18 and that the kid said he was 18. And the problem with this is, like I said earlier, of course he's going to say he's 18 because he's talking to James Charles and he
James
wants to keep
fucking
talking to
Charles.
the James Charles. It's almost like this power move that it's there.
Okay.
And the thing, the problem here is using that excuse time and time again. Is I know Keemstar is not a very reliable source, but he went on this kid's TikTok and it took him 2 minutes and 30 seconds to find out that this kid was 15 years old. James Charles has every resource possible to find out this kid's real age and then stop talking to him. But instead he chose
Yeah.
not to. And
What
this
was
is
he talking?
like the 5th or 6th time.
What
like,
was he
if it's
talking
like
to
the
him on? Because it was Instagram,
Snapchat.
Snapchat, bro. Have you never seen one of these kids' stories? Like, what the fuck? I feel like that's not a hard thing to. I don't know. Carly texted me about all this. She said, I'm gonna just read the text because this is actually contributing. Bruh, Logan Paul hung a dead body. Wrong. He just found a dead hanging body, and he's still going.
Yeah.
To be fair, that happened years ago, and Logan Paul has actually turned his shit around.
He has
Over
turned his
time.
shit around, and I'm proud of him for doing that.
But that's
Like,
a prime
I've made a
example
lot
of
of
how
personally.
education is better than cancel culture.
Exactly,
Sometimes
bro.
you need,
Okay.
like, if we educated James Charles on this shit and was like, hey, here's how you fucking fact check someone's age, you fucking dunce. And maybe he could turn around. The fact that it's happened so many times is 100% a red flag, though. I feel like if we
Yeah.
did that education aspect a lot earlier, like when the shit first happened, maybe it could have turned around. At this point in time, I will say it's a little bit unforgivable just because it's happened so many times.
I want to continue reading this so that we can move on. It's very short text. I just think it's all cancel culture. I just don't get why people care so much. Like, who cares? It's his life, and he's going to deal with it under the law. And it should be private. This shouldn't all be brought in public. That's the start of the problem. I disagree there, and here's why. When you get a platform, you get famous, and you start to get a voice that carries more weight, you know.
And you monetize the platform.
Yes, and you make money off that platform. You know damn well you, A, are going to be looked up to as a potential role model, and B, you are going to have microscopes on everything that you do. With great power, again, quote Spider-Man, great power comes great responsibility. James Charles has great power over the minds of teenagers and kids that like to watch his content.
Now, knowing this, I have something to add here. Knowing this, you know how James Charles has been collabing with Among Us players and Minecraft streamers. What happens now? Because when you can, these like Among Us streamers, Valkyrie, Toast, all these people, and Minecraft streamers who stream with him, Dream, and like even Mr. Beast did something with him. Like, are you gonna continue to do something and collab with someone who might be like endangering your fan base because more kids are getting exposed to this kid now?
So I just want to point this out because Sarah just texted this to me. This is nuts, by the way. To show the reach that James fucking Charles has. He's a makeup guy at the end of the day.
Yeah, he makes a lot of money.
24 million followers on Instagram. He has a lot of reach. I'm actually curious. Like, I'm gonna see this real quick. This is gonna be a quick search. He has.
Also,
Oh God, no, never mind. Ignore the point I was about to make. Continue.
yeah, also just like the fact that he makes so much money for YouTube and all the platforms that he's on, it makes it harder for people to platform him in the first place. That's why I think he keeps getting away with this shit. Because like when you have enough fans after a while, like because James Charles has a fan base, like a legitimate huge fan base, all ages, all sex,
Fans.
everything. He has every demographic. When those people come to defend him, like it makes it very hard for shit to get done, for him to be, held accountable for the things that he's done. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it just makes the situation more complicated.
I just wish that they would stay consistent. Like, pick a side, fuckface.
Mhm.
You're gonna cancel Mini Lad, who probably should have been canceled because he took 6 months after it all came out to actually explain and apologize. He should have been canceled. Good job.
Lawyered up.
But James Charles, this is his, like, I don't know, 30th time. No one's canceled him. Pick a side, fuckface. The people that are canceling Mini Lad and then not canceling James Charles remind me of those people that go to Dexter that preach or that used to preach, oh, wear a mask, social distance, be safe, and then go to parties and get hammered every weekend. Pick a side, fuckface.
I think sometimes for those
that's
people,
not just Dexter, buddy.
no, it's also
Just
Skyline
everywhere,
and
dude.
fucking-
Oh,
Everywhere.
big time Skyline, bro.
Everywhere. Just pick a
But
side, fuckface.
Oh,
These
we're on the
people,
topic
like-
of cancel culture and Skyline. I'm gonna get heated real fast.
All right, before anyone gets
Oh.
heated, I want to say real quick,
We
I
can
do
move away from
have
this.
to go. I do have to go.
Okay.
All right.
You know
While you're
what?
doing that, I'm gonna grab a drink of water. So I will talk to you later, Roperti. I will be back in just a moment.
Peace out,
Hey,
everyone. I hope
we're
the
still
connection's-
going. We're still
Have a
going.
good one, Roperti.
Love you,
Yeah.
Roberto.
Yeah, no.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for coming, Roperti.
For anyone who's still watching up to this point, go look up It's Adamar, it's ATMR, on SoundCloud, Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube. Am I missing anything?
Yeah, there's a bunch more like Deezer, iHeartRadio. You might find it on Pandora, like a bunch of stuff.
Just look up It's Adamar
iHeartRadio. Oh shit.
literally any music
Amazon.
platform. Roperti makes some bangers.
All right, peace out, guys.
Peace out.
Peace.
Here, Roperti.
All right. So now that Roperti's gone, I think this is a good time to move away from the James Charles shit.
Let's go to a positive section.
I see. I literally read
Shit
death
got
penalty
heated.
as you said that. That's not positive.
Oh yeah, there's a good one.
I actually do kind of like. I said I would keep sports talk to a minimum. Fuck it. You know what? This is a hot topic. This is my podcast. Suck my dick. Should college athletes be paid?
Okay, this is a good one. I like this.
I'll give my thought, and then we can kind of roundtable it. For playing the game of football or basketball or soccer or whatever it is, Carly, give a thumbs up. Do you want me to unmute? Do you want to take part in this conversation? Oh, you're in the car. Never mind. For the thought of playing the sport that they're in college for, whether it's like football, basketball, hockey, soccer, whatever it may be, no. They should not be paid to play the sport. However, the college students should have the ability to make money off their name, image, likeness, sign brand deals, sign shoe deals. They should have the ability to do that. I do not think that they should get paid off of a game-by-game basis. But if they want to sign a brand deal and fucking rock out in college, go off. It's the same thing as like a musician in college. If a musician in college pops off, they can sign a brand deal with a label and make money. It's the same shit.
Exactly.
100%.
Because, like, I mean, that analogy with music is perfect. Because, like, that's my goal in life is I'm in college. I'm going to Wayne State University for music. But my goal is to hopefully blow up and drop out, or at least get some kind of work in the music field, which I'm starting to do now. Starting to sell beats.
Probably pull
to
your mic closer,
rappers,
by the
stuff
way.
like that. Oh, my bad. I was leaning back, but
There we go.
because that's exactly what I'm trying to do is like get started in the music field so I can then drop out and start signing deals and like actually getting into my career before I graduate. And that's a really good point because like these guys, getting paid, like I'm not going to get paid for the music that I write for my classes unless I release it separately. But that doesn't relate to sports as much. But with college athletes, yeah, you're doing this for school. You shouldn't get paid for that. But if what you're doing for school is blowing up outside of school, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Sign whatever deals you want with like Nike, Adidas, all that kind of thing.
Back.
If you're blowing up and making, and because that's outside of school in my opinion.
I know
Right.
some people's arguments with it is, oh, well, they're getting scholarships to play, which like Carly kind of reminded me of because she texted me it. Which I mean, yeah, fair. That's why I say the school doesn't pay them. School doesn't pay them. Team doesn't pay them. NCAA doesn't pay them. Literally just allow them to, A, make money off the new NCAA game. Some cut. Not a lot, but just give them like $100. And then let
'Cause,
them
like-
sign brand deals, shoe deals. They'll be fine.
Because technically, they're not paying for them to, like, they're not paying them to play football. They're paying them to go to the school. And the main reason they're paying them to go to the school is to play football or whatever sport. But that's irrelevant because you're getting money because you achieved something in high school, and then you're getting a scholarship to go to school, which is different from getting paid a wage to play a sport.
Sarah,
Very
I saw
different
you-
things.
I saw you raise your hand, so I'm assuming you have something to say.
Okay, I just think like these people, the schools are benefiting from the kids' talents. That is why they give out scholarships. The scholarship just makes sense when the school is benefiting so much from their talent. So the least that they can do is allow these students to go out and then make money off of their last name. That's all they would be doing. And it's, I don't know, it's just frustrating because now the school is then basically making back all of the money. Think about Michigan football players and how much the Michigan football program brings in financially per year. They are making back all of that scholarship money that they are giving out and then some. So they really win. Like the school is winning all of these in every
They're turning a
different way,
profit.
and then the students are getting screwed because then they're getting reached out to. They can be influencers for all I care. Like they can sell protein. It doesn't even have to be shoes or like a uniform or whatever. They don't have to change anything about them physically, but to not even be able to go on their Instagram and control their social media the way that they wish because they're good at a sport, that doesn't make sense.
For me, it's also the fact that,
Agreed.
too, again, shout out Carly for kind of pointing shit out. Literally, she's texting me, I'm pretty sure, what she wants me to say for her. She said something like, I'm pretty sure some players are getting money, but under shady circumstances, or shady betting circumstances, and then used someone as an example. I don't know the name. I apologize for that one. But she's 100% right. There's no way. I remember hearing about it. I cannot put a face to the name, Carly. That's 100% right, too, because just think, like, I don't know if anyone really follows, like, recruiting or anything much, but a couple months ago, Tennessee got busted because they were giving players McDonald's bags with food and money
I heard about that.
to recruit at the
Yup.
school. Like, to commit to the school. Those players are getting paid to, in most cases, or some cases with big recruits, are getting paid to recruit there. Like, for example, you're going to tell me that OSU is not paying their students a fucking bag to go play. Alabama is not paying certain recruits money
Alabama,
to go play there.
100%.
Clemson
Yeah.
is not paying there. Michigan, I'm willing to bet Michigan is paying recruits. I'm willing to bet that my fucking friend on the team probably got a bag, and that's why he chose Michigan over goddamn USC.
Sanchez, the fact of the matter is like, I don't want to be that guy, but like from an economic standpoint, not to go like Ben Shapiro had asked, but like the way that our government is run is that even the public colleges run themselves as companies. We saw this amplified through COVID with colleges blowing up their like acceptances and their tuition rates so that they could get more money coming in. If you end up paying college athletes, the best athletes are always going to go to the richest schools. So the richest schools are always going to end up winning 100% no matter what, because they can afford the best athletes.
That's why you don't
And
allow
if
the
that happens,
university
it's going to
pay
be
them.
boring.
You do not allow the university to pay
Exactly.
the school. You allow
Exactly.
a brand like Adidas to pay the school, or Nike to pay the school.
Yeah.
Whatever their side
Al-
hustle may be. Not the school itself.
I'd also just like to make the point.
Griff has been trying to talk for a hot minute, so I'm
All right.
sorry.
No, it's all good, Daniel. Also, like, kind of what to circle back with what Sarah and Sanch said is, like, they're profiting off the name. So, like, schools are turning a massive profit just in equipment, advertising just for the names of their players. How is that not in control of the actual individual who has the name? It's just mind-boggling to me. That's all I had to say.
Yeah, the point I was gonna make is, like, college athletes train. They have to go to school, one, and do their schoolwork, which for me, I'm not even in sports, but especially with online school right now, that takes up most of my time when I choose to do it, which I usually don't. But if I were doing it, it would take most of my time. And then second of all, on top of the school that they have to do, they have to practice pretty much every day, most of the day that they're not in school.
Every day.
And have games. So they don't really have time
Don't forget
to
the lifting
get a
and
job
the
and
film
make money.
sessions. The lifting and
Yes,
film
exactly.
sessions are like an hour and a half each.
Film rooms.
Film
Film
room is a
a long
lifestyle.
time.
But with all of that, they don't really have time to get a normal job and make money to like support themselves. If like, there's most of these guys, big college
Or
athletes,
family.
yeah, they are probably coming from out of state much of the time. Some of them not, but much of the time they're coming from out of state, and they might not be getting money from their parents to pay for like things like food, gas, all that kind of shit, like basic necessities. So how are these kids supposed to make money if all of their time is being taken up by football and school without being like, how are they supposed to live? And I know that like, obviously they're doing it right now somehow. I don't know how it works. I'm not in that kind of realm.
They got paid a bag from the school.
These kids have to
check
get
it
money
out.
somehow in order to fucking survive. So it's only fair that they can use their name to make money because they don't have the way that the college programs are run. They don't really have the time for that.
So
Yeah.
the thing with
Also-
it too. Sorry, go ahead.
What's your podcast, Sanch?
I'm not gonna lie. I lost my train of thought.
It was a mute point. You go for it, bro.
I lost my train of thought. ADHD's a bitch.
Felt that one.
Fuck. I had somewhere I was going with that. Fuck! Ah, my brain. Damn it, Griff. Say what you had to say. I'll try to remember it.
Griff, go ahead, man.
Homie.
Zach was calling me, my bad.
Oh god.
But
Damn,
yeah,
that's a
just to piggyback
tone.
on what Ed said,
We need a podcast episode in
They
and
have
of
to
itself for that one.
Yeah.
scam with the money that they got from the university shadily in the first place. It's like, so that's the position you want student athletes to be in?
I hear
It just
him
doesn't
calling
make
you, by the
sense to
way.
me at all.
Yeah, I
Also,
can hear
like,
the phone buzzing.
Braun said, like colleges are run like a business. Like even though the point is to like help you, higher income, all that good stuff, tuition's too much. The cost of living at a university is too much. So what do you expect these kids to do if they're spending all of their time at the university trying to get their name out there? So yeah.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say.
Also,
The point isn't that we're saying that they should be paid by the universities themselves. I think that they should not get paid by their university. Because that right there stacks the table for the big name schools, and you will almost never see a 5-star go to a place like Minnesota, for example. But just have them be paid with brand deals, their name. Let them appear in a goddamn commercial. Zion Williamson, if he got to appear in a commercial, that man would have sold millions of whatever it was. He could have been advertising condoms. He would have sold millions more dollars for that company.
I'd buy Zion condoms, bro.
Yeah, facts, dude.
okay.
I would too.
None
That
of
shit would
them,
be
none of them
fun.
would fit me, but I'd buy them just for the sake of it.
Zion Williamson and his
For the
magnum
aesthetic.
Honest
balls.
man.
No, but going off of what Griff said, I forgot what I was going to say, so never mind.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead. Whoever wants to talk.
You're telling me you don't have a 17-inch peener? Bro, come on.
Bruh.
Oh, like
Zion's
Zion? Yeah,
vertical is
100%.
big sized. Yep.
Dude, that's how he jumps. He fucking pole vaults off that shit.
Have you guys seen the actual video of his shoe breaking? The Nike shoe?
Yeah,
That's
disgusting.
Bro.
Oh my god.
literally
Imagine,
blew a fucking tire.
imagine what do you have to do to break a shoe that way? I don't think
I
Shaq
actually
has
looked
ever
into the
broken a
physics of
goddamn
it,
shoe.
Sanch.
Go ahead, speak. The floor is yours.
Basically, the way it worked is that Zion's basically he had all this momentum going, and because his mass is like huge,
It's like
he was
300.
going one way, the shoe stuck in, and the force that he was going at ripped out the inner seams of the shoe. And from there, the material on the outside was actually kind of flimsy. So from there, it just fucking fell apart.
Shut up, fucking engineering nerd. Goddamn.
Bro,
Dude,
okay.
it's actually crazy though, because that means
Okay,
it's made of like a
I
superhero.
remember what I was gonna say though, going off of what Griff was saying earlier. Because I got into Berklee College of Music in Boston, one of the top like music schools in the country, in the world at that. I was hype as fuck for getting in there, right? I got $30,000 a year with grants and scholarships. And here's the problem though. Because it's a private school, so it makes sense. So it's not public school, it's different. But even with that $30,000 in grants per year in grants and scholarships,
Not enough.
it was gonna cost me, including room and board, about $50,000 a year to go to that school.
Jesus fucking
And
Christ.
not even out of state. But that's not even counting the money I would have to spend on food, and I'd have to find some way to get around, transportation, shit
Cost
like
of
that.
living.
Exactly. Like,
That's
and
wild.
that to me is mind-boggling. How I couldn't go to the best school for music, even though I got in. I couldn't go because I couldn't afford it. And that's coming from me, who isn't even like lower class. I'm not like, my family isn't super poor. We're not like rich by any means, but we're like, middle class. That is completely fucked up, because that just increases like the economic like disparity.
Yeah.
Because that means that the rich kids can go wherever the fuck they want, get the best education, and stay rich. But the people who don't have the money to go to good colleges are not going to get as good of an education, and are not going to get the better opportunities to get that amount of money, which needs to change, in my opinion. College should not cost that much. And I get that it's a private institution, right? That makes sense. But the fact that public schools like Michigan, fucking UC Berkeley,
How much better?
it's the same.
How's
like-
UC Berkeley the first public college that comes to mind besides Michigan?
Well, I know that it costs a shit ton of money.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
They need
But,
to
like,
make it
other-
possible for the kids in like the slums of Chicago and Detroit and shit to go to college
Yeah,
and afford it.
Like I go to Wayne State. It's not like a top level college, right?
Nice
Still costs without scholarships probably like what, 30-40K a year
Yeah.
to a public. And this is like the kind of school that people go to if they're like, I'm not gonna diss any of my friends at Wayne State, but like it's not a top level school,
Fuck
right? I mean, obviously the education is great. It's a great school. Don't get me wrong, but you don't need to have like 3.8, 3.9, 4.0 to get in. Don't need to
Plus
have a good
extracurriculars.
SAT score. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, this is a school you could probably get into if you have a 3.0 or above, regardless. And because I got 3.7, I got pretty decent scholarships. But even with my scholarships, with room and board and stuff, I still have to pay, close to $10,000 a year to go here. And
It's also like a racial disparity. Like, I
Yeah.
can speak from experience, like in my engineering class, and it's also a sexual, like, basis off of sex. It's a disparity there too. In my engineering class, out of 30 kids, there's one female and one African American, and that's it. And you see
Holy
all
fuck.
these colleges that are posting like they have like, oh, we're so diverse, and here's like our diversity percentages.
Not the
You
cat.
don't see those percentages on campus, I guarantee you.
Like I said, it
Like,
needs
it's
to be
fucked.
easier for kids in like the slums of Chicago or Baltimore or Detroit or whatever, make it possible for those kids to like get out and go to college. Because let's be real, unless they are intelligent as fuck, like getting the good grades and all that, you know,
There's
all
not a lot of opportunities.
they're not getting a full
No.
ride, and their parents probably can't pay for it. Because if they
Yeah.
could pay for it, they wouldn't be living in the slums of Chicago or Detroit.
Here's the thing. I'm going to school in Detroit, in the city of Detroit, like Midtown Detroit. I'm living on campus. I have neighbors. I see people all the time, right? I am yet to meet a person from the city of Detroit.
Really.
And I'm living in Detroit.
Yep.
Like living I've not met a single person at the school on campus who lives in Detroit. I've met a lot of people from like Troy, and obviously I know people from Ann Arbor who are going here. And that to me is ridiculous.
Well,
And
yeah, because
there needs to be some. It's Detroit.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's like, yeah, I get you want to get out of Detroit if you're like going to college out of Detroit, but it's like it's crazy to me.
This
Doesn't
shit's-
make any sense,
it's-
Daniel.
College is
not.
way too expensive, and that right there
Oh,
is
it
the
is.
main reason why I didn't fucking try in high school. Because I really wasn't aware as to how easy it was to get scholarships. I was not. If I knew, I would have tried, but I didn't. And because of that, in knowing that, like, my family couldn't pay for me to go to Michigan or MSU or even like Grand Valley. I could not have gone to Grand Valley for 4 years.
Still 35K a year.
Yeah.
GB,
Like,
Wayne,
and then
I would not have
living
gone to
costs
Wayne.
in Grand Rapids.
So like I was basically already
Yeah.
predetermined that, hey, I'm going to community college because they cannot afford a university. That is the main reason I did not try, and it sucks because if I thought that there was a realistic shot of my family being able to afford me going to even Wayne, I would have shot for it. Like the shit, it's expensive. Like let me put it in perspective. So I haven't talked about it on the podcast, but obviously my friends know that I'm considering moving to Austin, and I looked at the cost of the community college out there in Austin. I think it was something like $12,000 a year for a community college for out of state tuition. In state tuition is only $3,000, which is still like that's a decent amount, but
I mean, there's so many people who
Out
still
of
can't
state.
pay for that.
12,000.
Even
Yeah.
even in state, that
It's
is a ridiculous
That's a
amount of money.
community college, by the way.
Yeah, community college.
Put that in perspective, that's like a brand newish car like every year. So like it's just screwed up because the demand for education has always been too high. So what they do is raise the price. So, like it's screwed.
That's
I mean,
also
Very screwed.
that's 25% of what the average American makes. Average American, I think, makes around, I think it's 45,000 or something.
40, well now it's 43. Yep.
Okay.
45,
Yeah,
43.
so more than 25%, which means that a quarter of your life savings is going towards like your kid going to college. That's a huge ass chunk that you could be spent like renovating your house, getting out of debt, student debt. Maybe you have
Investing.
student debt that you're trying to pay off and you're trying to pay for your kids. Like this debt, it accumulates over time, and it's becoming the point that it's generational because of how expensive college is getting.
Right. Yep.
So let's
On that note,
Screwed up,
boys,
man.
I gotta dip. I gotta take a shower and get
Alright.
ready to go. But
we'll probably
Sanch,
wrap
it's
up
an
here in a
honor to
minute.
be on here. Okay. I'll stay then. I'll stay.
We'll wrap up in a minute, but let me just, before we wrap up, put it in perspective. This is the closing note. So out of state tuition for the U of M is like 51,000. Oh, Sarah texted it too. All these numbers we're talking, that's one kid through college.
Yeah.
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 So out of state tuition for the U of M is 51,000. Out of state tuition for MSU is 39,000. The price of a 2020 Mercedes-Benz C-Class is $41,000. So every time you send your kid to MSU, you're $2,000 short every year of buying a new Mercedes-Benz. That is for one kid.
Yep.
There's your closing note.
Shit.
Mhm.
Every time a kid goes to college for a year for out-of-state tuition, you could have bought a Mercedes. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the Sanch Ranch Podcast, Episode 2. I'm going to be honest, there's no schedule to this. I record them and upload them whenever the fuck I want. So, hopefully, we'll see you guys soon for the next one. It may be a week. It may be 3 months. Who the fuck knows? Have a good day.